Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, everybody? Oops. What the heck happened here? Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna quickly move position. This is what, Alpha... Move to Alpha 6, why not? What are you talking about, GSF, bro? Alpha 6. Go here. You didn't support me there. Come on. There we go. Alright, anyways, welcome everybody, welcome. Back with another one. With, interesting thing, whatever happened here. I did not see him on VATSIM radar. He did not appear there when I was there. I was taking this bird up to Boston. This is 321 with IAE engines finally switching out. Should be a lot less laggy, hopefully. Depends if we're gonna have a lot of VATSIM traffic. Boston's pretty stacked right now. Not ATC, but just a lot of traffic there in general. And I say we hop in here, get it started up. We got sim brief imported. We got about 25 minutes to go, which should be enough. Let's get battery 1, battery 2, and external power online. Get those sim sounds up and running. Make sure that they are nice and loud. There we go, should be good. We'll keep them right there for now. We got our clearance from VATSIM. There's no ATC right now. We're going to be squawking 5773 as we go. Get the crew altitude supply, the ground control. We got the aiders online. Get the no smoking and the emergency lights armed. The nav and logo lights come on. And while we're waiting for the systems to power up, might as well get that APU started once the triple ding comes on. We'll get the APU fire test going. Have a good time. And we could probably start boarding right now. We'll get that up and running. We said squawk was 5773. We'll get 5773. Here we are. Mode Charlie, just so we don't forget. Okay, just making sure it does work. It is. We'll get that APU part. We'll get the PBR test going, and then APU test. Yes, we're gonna connect that tug right now. Not waiting after. Beautiful. Let's get that started. Here's 1, 2, 3. Here we go. While that APU is starting up, we can go ahead and start punching stuff in here. We're gonna get the tug connected now because there's no freaking way I'm waiting for that to connect. I'm not waiting for it. I want to know how hot. It's about 31 degrees. We can go ahead and actually open this window as long as I don't freaking forget about it. I gotta keep going to this page. That does not work. Okay. Alright, we'll figure it out. Okay, so the lag seems to be here a little bit, but it's not as bad as it probably is. Where's this gun extra going, by the way? I'm low-key interested. And I don't have a map open. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. I have Volanta. And actually, I forgot to import my flight. I almost forgot about that. Charlotte to Boston. Wait, hold on. Okay, let's do this. Hold on. I'm sim brief. Yeah, okay. Alright, my bad. Alright, let's get it fired up. I don't know why I'm delaying. Where's this plane next to us going? He's heading over to Vegas. Quite a little bit of traffic here in Charlotte. Not too much. They are departing south, so we're going to have the runway 18 center going. Boarding has commenced. Let's make sure we have our ADDONS up and right. 3004 the altimeter. We'll get that set. And it's synced across everywhere. By the way, I carried over a few of my wing shots. I fixed a few of them. So this is the front of the wing. This is supposed to be the over wing shot. It's gonna be over here now. This is the behind the wing, and then all the way to the back. And then I also got this one in between. Fueling's gonna go ahead and start. Everything stays off. The APU is on. We'll get that on in about 3 minutes or so. Let's get this plane up and running, up and programmed to go up to Boston. First time flying out of Charlotte, actually. First time flying into Boston on this channel. I've been to Boston before, but not with the FlyTampa scenery. And then same thing with Charlotte without, I've been in Charlotte before on my channel. Back when I used to fly, what's it called? The fly-by-wire. Gosh, I can't freaking wait for the Fenix Neos. Those are gonna be amazing. We got everything set across the board here. Charlotte to Boston. We are American Airlines 885. This is a real life flight doing this right now. Go ahead, bring up our OFP on this side. Costing next 31, cruise 350. 31, the costing next flight level 350. And across over here, we're 148.0 slash 25.2. I did double dots, my bad. I don't know why that auto completed. And then for the fuel and tanks, we got 17.8. Good amount. And then for the alternate fuel, we're at 2.2. For alternate fuel, we're looking at, on Airbus, we're looking at this number right here for alternate. On Boeing's, we're looking for final reserves plus alternate. That's the difference between the Boeing and Airbus planes. Actually, pretty much I'm pretty sure Airbus is the only plane that you actually look at this, because every other plane that I've flown that's not an Airbus takes the final reserves plus the alternate. Alright, we got that all set. I'm gonna go over, grab the winds real quick, punch that in, and I believe they actually auto-populate if you give them enough time, so give it a sec. Maybe not. Maybe I was lied to when I was doing the test flight yesterday. Yeah, I was probably lied to. Okay, either way. Over to the flight plan. Charlotte, we're looking at runway 18 center. 18 center, what's our route? Routing and impacts, we have the Barmy 5 departure via the Raleigh-Durham transition. Barmy 5 via the Raleigh-Durham. It's VOR we're flying straight to. Okay, it is a vector. Let's take a look. Take a look how that looks. The vector out of here, I have no idea how to freaking fly this, man. I've never seen anyone fly out of Charlotte before, ever. Actually, hold on. If I look up the real flight right now. Okay, fueling is done and we're at about 3 minutes now. We can get that APU started. The seatbelts can come online. We can stop that clock. We push behind us up to Vegas he goes. These sounds are way too loud. Let's keep them down like right here. And I believe, there we go, there's the APU. Yeah, Loki, I know I have a sound pack for sure installed for the VATSIM traffic. I gotta delete that. I gotta delete it like now. How do the real plane do it? So it's American Airlines 885. I want to see what he really did. So okay, so it's heading. Hold on, I can actually look this up. So right after departure, because he actually took runway 18 left. And if we look, the heading that he flew afterwards was 130, and then heading 72 as they flew direct to Meshi. Okay, so we'll set up 130 for departure on the heading. We'll see what the charts tell us to do. And then skipping through here, moving through, looking good. We got constraints on. Okay, fueling is complete, and then into Boston, we're looking at runway 22 left via the Roebuck 3-star via the JFK transition. Don't know how much lag that's going to cause. Trying to fly over. ILS 22 left, beautiful. And Roebuck, that's what it was. Roebuck via the JFK VOR transition. We got GPS primary. What the frick is this? That looks wacky, but that looks like it's going to be very fun to fly. Alright, insert that, and we'll skip through here, make sure everything's right. Pop, 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 pop. I don't know if my microphone's picking up my mouse, but I'm like aggressively picking up. Where's JFK, by the way? Is it like... Ah, it's way out there. Okay, so this is like gonna go up Long Island. And then curve in there. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, tally at 5,000. The Noli at 4. We can just go straight like this and intercept the radial. What's the heading of the runway? The radial is gonna be... That's time, that's not... Bearing 214. Of course it's 215 though. So, we'll radial ourselves from tally in, and then intercept the course 215 for the ILS. We'll see how that goes. I'll show you guys as we get closer. So, done with the flight plan. We can go back to ARC mode. And then going over to, we're going to do a little hat formation. So from flight plan like this, like a little hat. I'm going to go over to RadNav. Everything's good over here. Progress over to K Boston. K Bravo, Kilo Bravo Oscar Sierra. Over to performance. We're going to go ahead and go to our takeoff performance sheet. Right over here. We're going to stick to the preliminary load sheet for now. So what we got over here. So 3014. The altimeter temperature 31, 25, 10. The wind. Is the plane still here behind us? It is. Here, okay. We're almost done with boarding. We're about 15 passengers short. Let's see what it gives us. It's gonna give us flex 2 with a V speed of 149 and a flex of 55. Cell temperature 55. Should be good. I can take that. As long as the V speeds are nice and low. Because I was doing a test flight yesterday from Vegas to San Diego, and for some reason on the roll my speed wasn't like reading correctly. Because 1 second I look, I'm going really fast, but the speed is only reading like 130, and then I look up for literally like half a second, and I look back down. I'm on 200 knots, and I'm still rolling on the ground. Like it was an error with the speed bug, 100%. Alright, they got the baggage coming up now. We got already, actually they got one loaded already. They got almost one loaded over here as well. All set over here. And then for the restriction, we'll keep it at 210 for now. Although actually, no, maybe we'll keep it at, let's keep it at 190 so we don't have to bring up any flaps until we get clear through our altitude. All good here. Fuel prediction, we'll get that set. And then secondary flight plan, we'll quickly punch in Kilo Charlie Lima Tango back to Kilo Charlie Lima Tango. This is in case if I go around. Go to secondary flight plan, select the runway. And for the return, the closest one's going to be runway... We're probably going to take the runway 18 left. Yeah, that's 18 left. Back over here to performance. We set the... P1H, the altimeter was 30.14. The winds were 250 at 7. Is that what it was? That's what it was, at 10. And then temperature was 31. Why is everybody sending me a snap right now? Alright, all set with the flight plan. Let's go ahead and look at our charts and brief ourselves for departure. So, we said, what do they have to start? So the airport taxi. We're going to push facing west right now. If we go over here and start the parking gates chart, we can see where that is. Oh yeah, and also they built a new terminal over here. It's not modeled in Charlotte because FSDreamTeam cannot, for the love of God, update their scenery whatsoever. So we're gonna push facing west, and then just take, I think we can probably take Echo 15. Where's Echo 15? Yeah, we're just gonna follow him because we can just push. We can push on here. Although actually maybe we can just push like straight back or something, and then take Echo 15, Echo, all the way up to Lima, to runway 18 center, and that's the taxi. And then for the departure, we're looking at here. It says bearing 183 for departure, and then 18 center, climb 183 to 1200, then heading side by altitude 8,000 the top altitude. Sounds good. 8,000 the top. No ACC right now, is there? Or Jacksonville Center online? No, so Jacksonville Center just barely out of reach here. Our hope right now would probably be either Washington Center or no, Atlanta Center. That's what it was. I almost had Memphis Center for a second, but no. I think we're gonna have Atlanta Center hop on, hopefully. if we want any ATC, and then Washington Center and New York Center, and finally Boston Center take us in. No ATC anywhere here. New York Tower is actually not online. That's an anomaly. They're usually always on in the mornings, although maybe that's just the Fridays. I think they're all done over here, because, yeah, they're about done over here. They're literally all done over here. We can go ahead and close this door, and all that lag is hopefully gone. Where the frick did that all come from? Okay. Alright. And for some reason, all the lag just arrived for no reason whatsoever. As soon as I freaking close the door. So what if I reopen it then? Jeez, man. And now it's gone. Okay. So, what the hell was that? Alright, we're all done here. We got the final load sheet. We're gonna go ahead, pop the beacon lights on and the fuel pumps as well. Nah, shit. I don't know what I pressed. Okay, I didn't press anything. Good, good, good. Seatbelts are on, beacons on. And then 149, this is why we gotta look back at here. 149.4. And then that's all good over there. We can go ahead and sync that. All set. And then for the departure performance, resync that. We're gonna face nose left. Yeah, nose left. Resync that. Make sure it's all good. Nothing changed. I gotta close our door because for some reason this door does not close. There we go. Alright, we're all ready for push. We know exactly how we're flying. And we're all set. Let's go ahead and pop this on. We're going to release the parking brakes. And starting that clock. Here we go. SimBrief tells us we're about hour 40 in the air. 2 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board American Airlines Flight 885. Service up to Boston, about hour 40. Wheels up, wheels down. Please pay attention to the flight attendants as they display the safety features of our Airbus A321-231. Thank you and welcome aboard. I should have done that a lot earlier. We're actually going to go ahead and pop this one on. And yeah. Alright, so we're going to listen to the startup. We're going to start engine number 1 first. That's the Airbus SOP nowadays. From this view right here. Should we zoom out a little bit? Right here. I feel like these are a little too zoomed in. We could do that. Nah, no. We'll do it from this view. Alright, starting engine number 1 and shutting up. I gotta remember to close this window because if I don't, that's gonna be very bad. Alright, starting 1 and we're shutting up. Alright, good start on 1. I'm gonna go ahead and start engine 2. How far do they push us? That is awfully close. And I don't know, starting 2. that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Nate, what's up, man? Is it cool if I still call you Evan? Because that's just the way I remember you. Wanna go flaps 2 for departure? Normal on the ignition. Honestly, the slats. The sound of the slats is amazing. Alright. Good, the door is closed. That's really good. APU comes off. And we said taxi was Echo 15, Echo Lima to Romeo 18 Center. Yeah, it's okay, man. Thanks so much. Because there's just no way I'm going to remember the new name. I'll see it, but a lot easier for me to call you by the previous one. So Echo 15, Echo Lima. The taxi. We said trim was up 0.7. So if we're going to trim, I just grab the wheel. That's really it. And we'll keep the frequency for now, actually. Let's set that predictive wind shear. This comes on. Let's go ahead and start the taxi. But before that, full left, full right, full down, full up, and then full right, full left. I'm loading in right now. I was trying to get in since the stream, but my sim is bugging and keeps freezing in the main menu. Yeah, man, that happens every now and then. But listen, if you could get your plane up in the air like really soon, I can wait to like watch you land or something. Let's go ahead and get taxiing. Or you can start up at like Washington DC and like pick up the pace or something. Like, yeah, sometimes what I do is like if a streamer was flying and I already like missed his departure, I'll like start up at an airport like halfway there and just follow him there. So yeah, look at the taxi up. Let's spool them up, these beautiful IE engines. You know what? I might literally be in love with the IE more than the CFL. I'm starting to like the IEs a lot more. I gotta fly some more like Spirit or American Ops because these sound so much better. Auto brake to max. Spoilers go to arm. And take up config is tested, all set and ready. I'll just pick up Charlotte scenery, so I'll go out of here, but I'll try to speed things up and take some shortcuts. Okay, let me tell you, if you're not gonna be flying out of Charlotte, don't get it, because it's alright, but it's FSDreamTeam and they don't care to update their sceneries at all. Like this extra terminal right here, there's a new one over there and they just don't. It's been there for years and they just don't care. Same thing with the O'Hare scenery, because you know how upset I am about O'Hare not having a modern scenery. Yeah, they just don't care to update it. So if you're not, so this is like the only time we're gonna fly to Charlotte, don't do it, man. But you do you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Spool up a little bit more here. Let's listen to that, because my goodness, I can't get enough of this. Is that an Illusion truck? That is Illusion. Yeah, Loki, I forgot if they fly to Charlotte or not. Let's keep center line here. Let's not freaking screw up. Alright, we'll turn on the terrain bug. I already got it because I like American, so I'll fly to here kind of often. Alright. Yeah, American's really big in Charlotte, so I could be doing like... Oh, Charlotte, DC could be a really... By the way, I gotta go back to DC sometime. I haven't been there in a... I haven't been there since that one time that I flew Delta from Detroit to DC, and then DC to LaGuardia. That was a fun flight. I think they flew along with me on that one. On the flight to LaGuardia. We're gonna go ahead and close up this window because I'm gonna forget if I don't do it now. Hello. Can I close it up, please? Let's stay center here. Hello. God, bro, this stupid plane. There we go. Thank you. I was about to lose my temper there for a second. This plane really testing me. By the way, I got a new CPU yesterday delivered to me, and I'm getting an AIO cooler for it today. So next stream should not be lagging, because again, like we've been saying, Phoenix is very CPU heavy, especially the CFM variant. So I'm gonna change out my, and I actually debugged this a lot. It was my main thread that was being limited. So got a new CPU, no bottleneck with the GPU, and yeah, looking good now. I'm just gonna change it out later today before I go to work, and when my AIO cooler comes. Alright, we're gonna park right here for a second. Cabin is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on TCAS, lights come on, strobes come on. Take a look at everything. It should be all clear on the left, right? No one coming in? Oh yeah, we're all good. Nobody for the only plane that's closer to us is that one American that departed, and aside from him, the closest one is in Savannah. Alright. Go ahead, line her up. Got some lights on. Spool them up real nice. Get it rolling. Come on, you can do this. Yeah, for sure, man. You for sure flew with me on that flight. But no, DC is very fun. I gotta get back there sometime. Probably with American. Oh, you know what? Since I have Charlotte now, I actually have been learning how to fly the CRJ a lot. The Aerostop CRJ. I don't know if you remember it when they brought it out, like the first like good study level aircraft from like 2022. I've been flying that a lot, so maybe we can do like Philadelphia to DC operations, or like Charlotte to DC, because I know a lot of those fly that. What does this button do? Line her up here. Go 40% on one. Lights are all on. TCAS is on. Clock start and flex. Oh yeah, listen to those IAs. Alright, men flex SRS runway. Auto thrust blue. There's 80. Keep the center line going. Center line, I said center line. There's 140. And V1 and row Tate. I think Captain Canada's the one who said that. Positive rate, we're climbing. Gears coming up. Keep that flight director. Where is it? Here we are. We're navving. Oh yeah, look at that. There's the undetailed downtown Charlotte. Autopilot comes on. Alright, goodbye Charlotte. Nice knowing it. Oh, look at that. Lever climb. Oh, music to my ears, man. Music to my ears. You know what? Forget the CFMs, man. IE is my new favorite engine. By far. CFMs are fun, but IE is definitely up there. 100% is the number one. Alright, what's that heading? 130. 130 the heading. And we'll keep climbing to 8,000. We'll keep the speed up to 200 for now. Oh yeah, Sim finally loaded on Frozen Mains. Oh yeah. Let's go. Load in real quick to DC. Oh, look at that. Goodbye. That was a very nice, very flight directed like departure. Is that rain or is that just, no, it's just cloud. I absolutely love the CFMs. The IAs, my bad. What engines are these? These are IAEs. IAE V2500. I think I can see them over here. I go to menu. It's not how it would happen in real life, but yeah, V2533-A5 engines. Very, very powerful engines. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and clear ourselves direct to Meshi. Gonna climb up to 8,000. Release the speed restriction. Flaps up. Through the clouds. Flaps up. Actually, should I zoom out like this or should I keep it zoomed in like this? What do you think, man? Should I zoom out like this, have a good engine view, or should I like keep it zoomed in? Nice like that. The clouds. Oh yeah, these clouds are so good. Alright, speed is climbing. Here we are through 5,000. Look at these clouds. Oh yes. Oh yeah, look at them. Downtown Charlotte in the background. Look at that. This is why I love the sim. Where is... Okay, this is it US Bank Arena? Whatever it's called. This is where the Carolina Panthers play. I know they're in downtown Charlotte 100%. A little cloudy on this side. We're gonna watch it from this side. Oh yeah, because we're gonna have all these clouds fall behind us. Absolutely amazing. Let's not get stuck on the altitude restriction. We're gonna go up to 16,000. That makes the engine look bigger, like how it does in real life to me. Oh yeah, yeah. I guess we're gonna keep it this way, like then. This way. Yeah. Yeah. If we zoom in, if we zoom out, although it still looks like a freaking Pratt & Whitney engine, anyways. Because of the way that I'm looking at it. Like if I do this, oh look at these clouds. I don't know why. I don't know if you watch V1 simulations. These are real life American Airlines, either American or Frontier Airlines pilot. I don't know which one. But he has his camera views like this, like he has them like zoomed out all the way. I don't know why. Oh my gosh, bro, these clouds. Dude, this sim is incredible. The only thing left is a giant weather update where clouds look a lot better, and and there's real life convection in the clouds. Like, you know when you're flying, you know how like if you're flying like through a cloud, like flying, then you fly into a cloud and you're being tossed around. Let's get these lights off and take a look at these clouds again more and more. This comes off, and let's watch this. You know how if you're, yeah, like look, like right here, if you're gonna be entering a cloud, it's gonna get all rocky. Just watch this wing, because it doesn't wobble like it's supposed to. Oh, and also, okay, so the wing kind of disappears. It actually does kind of wobble. It does wobble a little bit. Okay, okay. Phoenix did a good job with that. Or is that the sim? I don't know. Again, the main thing for me... Oh, again, yeah, and the wing should, like, disappear in the cloud. That would be really, really freaking cool. I think that's it for the clouds for now. Up to 10,000. He's climbing. We're gonna go ahead and bump ourselves up to 350. That's our cruise for today. We're gonna go ahead and monitor ourselves on the Barbie 5. Just making sure 350 is our cruise, correct? 350 is our cruise. We're gonna go over here. And back over here. I did close all the windows. Good. Alright, off to Boston we go. That was a fun departure. That was a lot of fun. I'm not even gonna lie. I gotta fix this view because the sharklet like cuts into the top, like pitch up just a little bit like this. Look at that, man. Oh my gosh, I love these engines so much. Here we are at Meshy, and then Golfy. All these freaking waypoints sound like a little kid named Meshy, Golfy, Barmy. What the frick is wrong with Charlotte, man? What were they thinking? Okay, yeah, if you look at our departure, it looks so good. Extremely realistic. Here, if I go ahead and do this, take a look. You know, push from here, nice and smooth, and then We kept centerline for most of it until we rotated. Actually, hold on. The centerline only was off like right over here, right up until the point where we rotated. We actually kept a pretty straight flight direction, which is something I've been struggling with, and it's good to see that I've been fixing that. And then of course the 130 right here around downtown Charlotte. I think we might have vexed ourselves to measure a little bit too early because it's supposed to be around here, but this looks exactly like the real flight plan so far. Looks very, very appetizing. Very appetizing indeed. Yeah, the wings should disappear slightly into the cloud. That would be so realistic. Again, this can definitely be done by like some third-party guy, like some third-party company that like completely reworks the weather. Definitely possible. Don't know if anyone's done that before. Oh, hold on. Rex Atmos is it? But I think Rex Atmos only does like, I think only like the ground. Let me take a look. Okay, yeah, so Rex Atmos does actually improve it a lot. Hold on, let me go ahead and drag this over so we can review it. Alright, so here, take a look at these pictures. It just cleans up the environment so much better. Like, it looks a lot more hazy. Oh yeah, this actually looks very good. Doesn't make it look very sim-like, which I respect. Okay, so clouds could still do. Okay, so Rex Atmos is mostly a lighting tool. That's what it is. Lighting, it actually did a really good job over here. We're at 18,000, push the standard. Yeah, good job with the clouds, though. Ooh, very nice. Look at Twilight. Okay. That is good. That is very good. This is something I see every single like Monday night after a huge storm rolls through. Then if we go to their actual thing, okay, let's take a look at these ones. Yeah, I've already seen a lot of them. Okay, so lighting itself improves a little bit. Is this the only 3? No, hold on, there's more. Ah, that's very nice. It's like freaking turning on RTX almost. It's literally like turning on RTX. That is very nice. I'm gonna have to agree, that's very nice. How much does it cost? Hold on. Got an Amazon notification. My AIO is out for delivery. I'm not sure if you guys. That is so bright. Well, I can't show that. My freaking address is going down. This thing. I got a new cooler, a liquid cooler for, let's bring those sim sounds down a little bit. I got a new liquid cooler for the CPU that I have. By the way, actually CPU is, right here. The i5 12600K. Very nice. This one has 0 bottleneck with the RTX 4060. I've been keeping it up here, nice and warm on top of my computer the past day. You know, I want it nice and baked. You know, so it can be ready to handle these extreme temperatures that the Phoenix has. Oh man, I freaking love this livery. Alright, so I'm taking the Raleigh-Durham transition. Actually, hold on, let's set up this here. Okay, hold on, low-key this looks very nice, so let me Let me get a good one. There we are. There we are. Nice and quiet. There we are. How much is this Rex Atmos? From Contra, how's that? That's it? No freaking way, man. Nope, hold on. Oh, this is what I was looking at. Rex AccuSeason. This is what I was looking at. So is this completely different from Rex Atmos? Yes, okay, so this is a lot more expensive. Okay, I got it. Got it. Uh-huh. Okay, see, this is what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. Because if you go to, like... Yeah, see, there to go. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So this is actually like 24 bucks. Not FlightSim, Orbix. On a Contrail shop. 27 on Contrail. Who even freaking buys stuff from Iris Shop? Oh my gosh, yeah, hell no. Sim market. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother. That is so freaking expensive. Yeah, I'm just not even gonna bother with that. It's way too much for me, even for me. And I'm the one who frivolously spends money on flight sim equipment. Really struggling through that turn, wow. How long is this turn? My gosh. There we go. Like that. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. We can go ahead and actually unpin this now. And just look over here. Ah, that's what tracks. Okay. Let me actually go ahead and zoom out a little bit on here. Like, oh yeah, let's do like that. Okay, I'm gonna be very closely watching my my AIO as it arrives. Alright, Mr. Nave just spawned in, started pushing out of the gate. Nice to see that. Alright, so JFK finally got some ACC online. That's what, I thought it was weird that they didn't have anything. What was I? Oh, right. Okay, I'm gonna keep my Amazon page open for now, just because I am really want to see my AIO finally come. Just push back, yeah, I saw, man. You better start catching up. That's what I was saying. Maybe start in like DC or something, so you can maybe like start in DC so you can not fall behind, you know. But I mean, probably too late now. And actually, DC is not stacked too bad. Yeah, you know what? I haven't flown the visual in a long time. I gotta do that sometime. There's 319 in front of you going over to DC. I don't know if you want to maybe cut in front of him. I don't know. There's 35,000. Waiting for them to roll back. There they are. Or trying at least. It's a little turbulent right now, so as soon as these winds are done, I'll pop those seatbelts off. But actually, hold on. I've been wanting to make a sound pack for the Fenix for the longest time, and I've never had a chance because I just don't know what to do. Alright, Mr. Nave just took off. Better start playing the catch-up game. Alright, seems like the winds are over. Let's go ahead and turn this down a little bit. We can turn this one up definitely all the way. Pop that on. Take a look. Make sure these winds calm down. No, not really. It's really windy right now. Alright, so let's learn how to make custom cabin announcements. Let's do that. There are a little bit of clouds here, so maybe that's why it's kind of bumpy. Yeah, that's why it's kind of a bumpy ride right now. As they're jumping up from the cockpit, we have reached our cruise of 35,000 feet. However, as many of you noticed, it is a little bumpy up here, and it will be like that for about 10 or so more minutes. So I'm going to keep those seatbelt signs on for as long as I feel needed, and as soon as I feel it is safe, I will turn them off, and you guys can roam around the cabin. For now, stay in your seats with seatbelts fastened. Flight attendants will be walking through with the duty-free snacks. So if you want to buy anything, go ahead and do that now. Otherwise, stay seated, seatbelts on, and I'll turn them off when I feel when it is safe to do so. Aside from that, we got about an hour left in our cruise or so. And until then, enjoy your flight. Beautiful. What's this AL op? We were on time again. another flight where we departed perfectly on time, if not early, actually. This lag is killing me, man. I'm gonna put him right there. Alright, so let's learn how to make cabin announcements, because I promise I will do it and I want to keep my promise. So how do we do it? Let's find out. Okay, so the block to release the aircraft has now full cabin announcements. File structure. The aircraft unit folder your announcements. I own sound packs need to follow the. Okay. As mentioned, you can have the first folder that resides in the folder with any name you'd like, as long as it follows the same announcements than airlines flow. Okay, so what about... Okay, so let's go ahead. Don't worry about whatever the hell was. Alright, let's look over here. So, if we create a new folder, I'm going to call it Fenix Announcements. Let's do that. Actually, how about like this? There we go. Phoenix and out. Okay. Then in here, there's going to be a folder, capital announcements. And then in here, whatever airline. So let's do like, let's do American Airlines first, because why not? We can do some goofy stuff for like Spirit or something, like, hello, welcome to Spirit Airlines or something, I don't know. That's gonna be fun, it's gonna be fun. Okay, so. Now what was that? Not me. Okay, so you can change your default audio device that cabin sounds use. In the sound mix options, now my question is where? Look for Fenix sound mix options. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so this right here, so you go to like, you right click on them, open volume mixer, here it is, so Fenix Gateway. You can choose a specific sound pack to play depending on the livery. For instance, if you want a virtual airline called FEZ, its own livery and the subsequent sound pack inside the liveries, I can choose play. Okay, well my question is, what aircraft file? Like, okay, first of all, let's change this view for a second. It's still a little laggy. Is it still bumpy? That's my question. Alright, it's not bumpy. We'll pop up the seatbelts. Seatbelts come off. Let's continue. Alright, so. This is the same thing. I think this is it. Okay, now we're looking at this one right here. Alright, let's find out.
Enjoying the new Fenix version 2 Block 2 for the Airbus A320 and Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's in the last week or so is how do you do cabin announcements, and that is what all of this video is going to be about. So hit like and subscribe, share any thoughts, tips, tricks of various sound packs, lots of impact. This you need to download flight as well. Install this directly into the left, and you that installed inside this BOW pack.
Okay, so my question is, what if I don't want it to be like airline specific? Like, what if I want... Still a little laggy. But at least the turbulence is over though. So, you're good for that. Very nice, the turbulence is over. So, yo, Aviation, what's up, man? Doing my first ever long haul flight right now. What are you flying to, man? I've never had the chance to do long hauls just because I'm scared and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them. If you don't know where we are, good. First of all, good. Second of all, we are over... Actually, we're almost over DC right now. Hold on. We're almost halfway already. Wow. Once we're over DC, we'll be halfway, and then we got New York to go, and of course it's local out of here. Okay. Okay, so we're pretty far in. Okay. Good. I don't know why I'm saying that so many times. Hold on. Boston to London in the fly-by-wire A380 as Bravo Alpha Whiskey 2 Charlie Echo. Let's take a look. South of Iceland right now. Boston to London. Can't seem to find you. Are you on VATSIM or are you flying on hold on, maybe you're on Valence. Give me a second. No, can't seem to find her. You sure your flight was correct? Cause no, VATSIM. Yeah, okay, that's why I can't find you. Yeah, cause I'm looking Hold on. I'm looking all over the map here. Nobody here. I can even look you up. Nope, no results. That's what I was. That's why I was wondering. Manchester, Boston Regional. Interesting. I sneezed, by the way. So, the cool microphone I have, you can like mute it with an actual button. Hear me, and now you do again. Here we go. You see? Cool little thing here. All right. The lag's not gone, so CPU change definitely required. Speaking of CPU, let me go ahead and check up on my Amazon package. Is it here? Alpha delivery. Don't see the truck yet. So, hold on. I've got to pause my Prime membership for a second. Oh, not good enough to do VATSIM yet, lol? Just try it on Volanta first. It's very, very good for tracking, and it's a lot easier to set up. I'll tell you 100%. But yeah, for VATSIM, believe me, if you hop on there and just start flying, you'll get there eventually. That's what I've been doing. Okay. Almost halfway. Mr. Nave is catching up as well. He's flying behind us. Still laggy, and I don't like this. But it should not be laggy midair. Very weird. Gotta go. See you, man. You have a good rest of your day. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, so what I was looking at. Cabin announcements, right. I've got to keep looking. Okay, so what does it mean by aircraft CG file? Is that like, oh, here we go, announcement, default. Well, hold on, I can just change these. Can't I just do that? No. Okay, so first of all, hold on. I'm gonna actually delete this because I'm not gonna use that right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the default announcement. Sure. Okay, no, I forgot you guys can't really hear that. Alright, we'll figure it out all later. I'm ready for this Boston approach and landing. Alright, okay. I'm gonna figure out the sound pack later. I promise. At one point or another, I'm gonna release an accurate cabin announcement sound pack because I'm tired of, ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you. I'm tired of that shit. I wanna, you know, have my own. I wanna have one of those. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Spirit Airlines Flight 554, service down to Tampa International. Flight time today is gonna be about 2 hours 45 minutes. You know, one of those like realistic sounding ones. I don't know if that was loud or not. I gotta stop playing around with that. What did I do? Okay. I don't know if you see this or not, but it's quite laggy and it's kind of pissing me off here. But yeah, that CPU sitting up there is tempting me. Like, I just want to put it on finally because my goodness, am I annoyed of all this. I'm annoyed of all this lag. So DC is actually like directly right there. Here it is. There's Washington DC right to our left. Is this McConnell Air Force Base? Is that what it is called? I forgot exactly. Joint Base Andrews. And then Washington Dulles in the background over there. What are you doing back there, huh? And of course, DC. Beautiful, beautiful DC. Did you see my little plane spotting video? I was going to, and then I forgot about it. I saw it on your channel. I was gonna do it later. I'm just about to go watch it after this. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's go ahead and see it now. Wait. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. Okay, so New York approach finally hopping online. Nothing in Boston yet. Doesn't look like anything's happening in Boston, so let's pull up that video of yours. I definitely like the rebranding job you did. Alright, so that was what, 2 months ago? Wasn't too long ago. Was it Shore or was it this one? Let's take a look. Dude, when I go to San Diego, I 100% want to go watch. Oh, I forgot they built a new terminal. Although it kind of blocks off like every other view. Yeah, when I go to San Diego, I don't care how much parking is. I'm definitely getting up there, plane spotting. That's a nice one. There's 100 years strong in the Boeing font. There's a 321neo.
Small funnel, runway 65, traffic 6 mile funnel, runway 27 for takeoff.
Ooh, where'd you get the audio sound? Did you have like another phone playing in the background with all the look at the ATC on live, or would you have $20 a day? $20 a day, but I don't pay. I just park somewhere else and sneak in. Oh, okay. Because this is like official airport parking, right? This is like an official airport parking lot, right? Also, is this terminal finished yet? My friend screen recorded his phone with the ATC. Ah, okay. Actually, you know what I just realized? We can actually check, like, right now. Alright, don't freaking worry whatever this is. This is, Yeah, I played a lot of Roblox. Where? Alright, you know what? Screw it. Just, it's Jill's her. Joe and Peter, don't worry about it. Yeah, but it's not on the airport's property. That's usually how it is with all the parking spots. It's not... Okay, the lag's still here. I'm so freaking annoyed at that. Let's go ahead. Just pop out here, why not? It's separate. The company that shuttles you to the airport. Usually that's how parking always is. Because here in O'Hare, we also have airport parking. That's like separate. That's a nice one. I can't type. Nope. Google Maps. There we go. Why am I doing all this? This is annoying. Yeah, because we have parking like up along. Not here. I think this is it. No. Here we go. This is the parking. Actually, I've never known what this was. I just know they have a lot of Brian Urlacher, the Chicago Bears football player, as... Okay, this is not parking, actually. Oh, no, hold on. This is a parking garage, I think. Is it? Yeah. Okay, so maybe these are parking garages. Oh, but then I also know they have these over here. Like if you exit off of the highway, this is I-294. If you exit off of here, either onto Balmoral, you can just take this all the way in, or what we usually do, we usually take this exit here. Where? We usually take this exit here, leading up through here, and then just drive on by here. There's usually like, yeah, there's like a United Airlines sign here, and it's always like so nostalgic, always driving by. Yeah, see, that's funny. Oh, that's how you become funny. So yeah, you just take it like up through here, and then enter. I mean, either depending on what way you want to go, these roads just eventually all turn into one. Because I think Balmoral actually takes you straight to Terminal 5. Oh no, hold on. So yeah, you can go to Terminal 5 here if you make a left. Go over here. By the way, this parking garage is like has been done for the longest time. I don't know why it's not here. And of course, this beautiful extension of the terminal that nobody in Microsoft Estimator wants to make. That's Baltimore, I believe. And yeah. This area is a lot cleaner now. But yeah, eventually, look, they just merge into one, and you can just take it over here. Oh, this is the parking that I usually go with my friend just plane spotting for fun. Like, we go up here. It's $3 parking for an hour. We park up here into the garage. Actually, the fun fact, I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 levels of parking. All 6 levels are named after the 6 Chicago sports teams. So you got Chicago Blackhawks hockey, Chicago Bears, White Sox, Cubs, Bulls, and I think we also have the Chicago Wolves minor hockey team for some reason. I don't know why, but it's alright. I like the Wolves. It was fun going to a Wolves game. And of course, you drive all the way here. Alright, we got it. Oh, let me see that one. I kind of dropped it. That's a quick text. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Okay, there's a text. You're like putting it everywhere where I don't expect it. Okay. Ooh. Okay, for a second I thought it was freaking Subway Surfers music. I don't know why I thought that. It sounded like it was gonna be Subway Surfers. This lag is killing me. Okay, where are we right now? Okay, so we're flying over. Philadelphia's actually coming up next. That's Philadelphia, my bad. Philadelphia Airport. We actually just flew out of there about a month ago. Flew in there about a month ago, I believe. Yeah. That's funny because usually at cruise there isn't supposed to be any lag at all, and I don't know why there is now. Ooh, Amazon. Is my thing here? No, still don't see the truck. I want my AIO. I want it. I want it now. Meant to get more videos, but sometimes you get kicked out. Oh. What, for plane spotting? Bro, bunch of freaking... Can't say that word. Bunch of annoying people. This is the AIO that I bought. For $55, man. But could I have bought it in any other way? Is it like an other? I could have saved $2. Not worth it. Although actually, like, you don't want to use the AIOs. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna spend all day today before I go to work trying to figure out how to put this on. And actually, I'm working the next 4 days. The next 4 out of 5 days. I've got today evening, tomorrow evening, Saturday evening, and then Monday evening, and then Tuesday. I think, yeah, next week Tuesday I'm leaving for the Oshkosh Air Show. So yeah, I'm excited. Definitely excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Nobody's seen the Family Guy clip? Or that's not a Family Guy clip. Hold on. Stewie from Family Guy was singing that, but I'm pretty sure it's from somewhere else. Ooh, look at how far, look at how close we are, huh? Getting closer and closer. Okay, so the lag kind of fixed itself a little bit. Kinda, not really. I don't know. Where's Philly? I wanna see the Philly. Here we go. Ooh, okay. Ooh, looking nice. All right. I gotta chill out, man. I didn't have any coffee, I promise. I don't know why I'm like that. That's some fast-moving... That's a fast-moving plane. Yeah, let's put my mouse right here. This is how fast we're moving across. I actually enjoy Philadelphia. It was very nice flying in here, in the sim. When I was flying in here in real life, it was a really big pain because our flight there got delayed like 3 hours because of a flight. Because of course it's Frontier, and of course all the Frontier flights get delayed. And then people blame Frontier and Spirit for freaking having other delays. They're not that bad, guys. They're not bad airlines. Those ground textures are insane. But yeah, the flight back was really nice though. The Philadelphia Tower's online, yet nobody, and I mean nobody's flying in there. Like 2 arrivals. One is on Embraer 145. What sim is he on? And then another one is a plane coming in from London Heathrow. So yeah, Philly Tower kind of empty today. What route are you flying, Maeve? You are like cutting it. Oh right, cause okay. Like I see your freaking flight plan. Like just a straight line. Are you flying like direct to Boston or something? Or direct to JFK? Not judging, I promise. What's next? I've never actually seen Trenton, New Jersey. I've actually never seen it before. Where is Prudential Center? What? Nah, ain't no way. Is it Prudential Arena? Is that? Ah, it is Prudential. No, hold on. It is Prudential Center. And it's in Newark. Okay. Oh, it's like way in. It's not even Jersey City. It's like... Okay, it's literally like Newark. Okay, it's like downtown Newark. The New Jersey Devils. And actually, their arena looks a lot like the United Center. Just a lot more dull because the United Center has got the best arena, obviously. Duh. I'm direct Danger. Might have already passed that actually. Danger. Oh yeah, I passed it a while ago. Yeah. Oh wow. Unless you're using a completely different flight plan. Hold on. I am interested now. Where you at, little buddy? Here we go. Okay, no, you also have the Quebec 22 airway. Okay, no, I see where Danger. Yeah, I passed it a while ago. That was like back when I was looking at DC. And actually, DC is getting a little stacked. They should get like a tower on or something. Where the heck is Wilmington? I don't know why I'm looking at Wilmington. Ah, I see. I think I've flown to Wilmington once before. Yeah, I flew in a Velo. The only time I've ever actually flown in a Velo livery in the sim was Fort Lauderdale to Wilmington for some reason. I have no idea why. Where's this Trenton coming up? Where? What the frick? Where's Trenton? Is it just like a cargo city or something? Oh, yes, the lag is finally gone. Oh my gosh, thank you Jesus, man. Finally gone. I don't know what the frick that was. Alright, I'm sick and tired. I'm gonna fix this camera view when I get down. I do have quite a few flights that I want to do off stream because I don't know if you know this or not, but I am on a wait, what? Hold on. When did I break my streak? No, freaking wait, the 14th. What was that? It was Monday. What did I do Monday? I broke my streak? What? Okay, either way, I'm on a 2-day streak right now. There's a few flights that I've been wanting to do. That actually, I do fly a lot off stream. For example, I've done off stream. Let's see. So off stream, I've done, since I've had Volanta, I've done Salt Lake City to Jackson Hole on a Series 8, then the flight back, Jackson Hole to Salt Lake City. By the way, Jackson Hole, Salt Lake City, coming up next. Then, Sarasota to Punta Gorda was a repo flight I did off stream. Then Jackson Hole to Denver was a repo flight I did off stream. Then off stream, Chicago, Milwaukee, Chicago on Sunday. And then off stream, San Fran to Vegas. And then yesterday, what? Okay, no. Oh, I freaking know why I broke my streak. You know why? Because freaking Volanta is counting Zulu time. That's what it is. Why is it counting Zulu time? Freaking stupid little program. Okay, yeah, so I've done this one Frontier aircraft, Croc the Raccoon, San Fran to Vegas. Then yesterday, Vegas to LA. So I've been doing a little trip with Croc the Raccoon, the Frontier livery, on November 709 Foxtrot Romeo. San Fran to Vegas, Vegas to San Diego. Yes, San Fran to Vegas on Tuesday. Yesterday was Vegas to San Diego, because San Diego is just so much fun to fly into. And then probably tomorrow, I'm going to do San Diego to San Francisco off stream. Someone is talking. Alright, so I'm getting a few messages from VATSIM. Cross news at and maintain 270. Alright, New York. Right below us. Where is New York? Ah, here you are. JFK. We're gonna be flying like directly over JFK. Is that what it is? Oh yeah, because we're gonna make a turn right now. That's what it is. JFK is like right there somewhere. I don't know. Here, there, everywhere. Okay, so now I'm interested. Where is like where does Staten Island go? Oh, okay. So we're like not even in New York Harbor yet. We're like way off. Okay, there's a little bit of like, I think that's JFK loading in. JFK is like right there. Well, hello, buddy. This view. Wow. Interesting. Interesting to say the least. Where's our top of descent, by the way? Right before news. So news, they told me maintain flight level 270. Okay, so top of descent actually coming up very shortly, right? Actually before JFK. Musa, Quran, recitations. What's up, man? Glad to see you join the stream. This is JFK right over here. Yeah, there it is. Top of descent coming up. Let's go ahead and pop those seatbelts on. And ladies and gentlemen, up from the flight deck, seatbelts are coming on. We're just about to start descent in about a minute or so, maybe less than a few seconds. Flying directly over JFK right now, over to New York City on your left-hand side. We're going to start descent to Boston. We're going to be on the ground in about 30 or 40 or so minutes. So thank you for choosing American Airlines, and enjoy the rest of your flight. Flight attendant will be passing through the cabin right now. What is going on over here? Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin with the trash bag. If they have any trash or literally you might want to get rid of, go ahead and give it to them. Thank you, and have a good rest of your flight. What the hell is happening on this? I've been having a lot of bugs with this stuff. Alright, top of the descent. Let's go ahead and go down to 27,000. Pop that. Hello. Pop that. Oh my gosh, please don't tell me. What? Nah, man, what are you talking about? Cruise? Alright. No, flight level 350 is our cruise. Alright, well, screw you, aircraft. There we go. Thank you. Do you have me on Volanta or not? I just sent a friend request. Like maybe 40 minutes ago. Oh my gosh, bro, these views over New York are amazing. Woo! Spin around. There is... I almost said LaGuardia for a second. No, there is JFK, the laggiest airport in the world. By the way, I know they're building a new terminal right over here. So hopefully any builds will add that. Any builds, please. Or else I'm gonna literally stop buying sceneries from you guys. There's LaGuardia. Hey, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a long time. Just started descent into Boston. We're directly over New York right now. There's JFK. I'm looking for LaGuardia. Where is LaGuardia? Maybe it's hiding behind this cloud or something. That's a target. There he is. There's LaGuardia. I didn't know there was a target so close. Alright, so top of the descent. Coming down to Boston. Let's fix this view real quick. There we are. Oh yeah, by the way, I changed my views a little bit JP7, so it's gonna look and sound a lot better. 30,000 feet already. Jesus. Alright, let's bring those speed brakes out a little bit, because yeah, we're coming down fast and we're coming down very sharply. Because for some reason this plane is really stupid. That's the things, man. What is up? All right, we're gonna go down to. We're going down so fast. We're at 40,000. Wait, hold on. I can't see. All right, we're going down to 21,000. All right, that's fine. 21,000. Boom. You happy now? What the frick was that dive, bro? All right. You can bring those speed brakes in. Oh yeah, the engine spooling up. 17,000 down to Ottawa. I think that's what it is. And again, I've never flown into Boston, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very, very fun. This is not gonna be stressful, and I'm not gonna lose my temper. All right, my AAO still not out for delivery. So no, it's out for delivery. Can't see the truck. Should be available at any moment. I'm gonna close this tab because otherwise it's lagging my computer. So, all right, Nate, Evan catching up. Why? But I gotta. All right, hold on. Time out. I'm not pausing. I'm kidding. What are we doing here? Okay, so all in, it says 17,000. Here we go. Okay, first of all, why am I looking at the MCU? Descent, Boston Logan. We're looking at the ILS 22 Roebuck 3 RNAV arrival. Just about to cross News, wherever it is. We actually just crossed it. So, coming through here, 17,000 all in. When is your next flight to Detroit? Actually, I have a flight planned for Detroit. I have a Minneapolis to Detroit flight planned, and I've had it in my mind for a while, but I have no idea when I want to fly it. Because I'm trying to stick to Airbus right now. I've been doing a lot of Boeing, so next week I have a Denver to Jackson Hole and back flight, and then after that I'm gonna come back to Detroit because I have a Minneapolis to Detroit flight I want to do. That was very fun. Evan, I don't know if you remember, you did a stream like maybe half a year ago where you flew from Detroit to Minneapolis, and I flew alongside you. So this is like a return flight. So yeah, Minneapolis to Detroit either next weekend. Oh no, hold on, I'm gone next week. Hold on. Huh. I'm gone next week. I'm over in Oshkosh. So hey, we've done Minneapolis to Detroit on my stream. Yeah, I do remember that. So I'm gonna see if maybe I can stream Monday. Highly undoubtful, so don't take my word for it. But I'm gonna see if I can maybe do Monday. That's gonna be Denver to Jackson Hole, and then the week after that, either Sunday night. So not this Sunday night, but the Sunday night after that. Maybe within the next 2 weeks. Basically, Detroit within the next 2 weeks. 100%. Where am I going? My dad's always wanted to take a trip around Lake Michigan, so like. I'm not pulling up Google Maps, so I'm just gonna use this. So like, hello. Yeah, so like heading north around Lake Michigan, we're stopping in Oshkosh for the first day for the air show. Sleeping in Green Bay, then driving over like this. Where's Mackinac? We're taking the Mackinac Bridge. We're actually gonna go to Mackinac Island, wherever. I think it's somewhere up here. And then just driving around this coast right here, just stopping by anywhere we want to go. So we're leaving, I believe, Tuesday, and we're coming back Saturday night next week. So I'm gonna definitely document it on Instagram. I don't know, I could probably link that in my description. I'm gonna document it on that. Maybe post something on YouTube. I don't know. I don't post on YouTube all that much anymore, to be honest, aside from streams. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and actually pin my Instagram in the description. Let me go ahead and do that. What altitude are we at? 23,000. Okay, I want to turn this music off, but we're not at the altitude yet. 1,000 down there. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and pin my Instagram down in the description. Give me a second. So if you guys want to follow along. Okay, that link should work. It's pronounced Mackinac? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, man. I am so sorry, man. I am so sorry. I was watching a meteorologist yesterday mispronouncing every single Wisconsin town. And somebody in the chat said new drinking game. Every time he mispronounces a Wisconsin city, take a shot. I'm not old enough to drink, so I definitely participated in that, you know, with apple juice in my fridge. But, you know, so yeah, if we can, I can go off like reading every single like Michigan city or Wisconsin city, and every single time I mispronounce, you can go ahead and take a drink. I don't know. I'm not promoting any of that. Don't worry. I'm not promoting drinking. Definitely no. Don't listen to me. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and follow, I put it down in the description. It should be there now. Definitely I'm gonna be posting on Instagram a lot more. I've been posting on Instagram a lot more than YouTube actually, which is interesting. Okay, coming through here. We're so far flying direct to Proby at 11,000, and I believe we're gonna take this way. We're actually gonna go down to Kleb, down to 8,000. Down to 8,000 at Kleb. I'm gonna zoom in on here. There we go. And on here as well a little bit. Just so we can see. So, let me just double check. Proby, Cran. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go around this way. Because we're lining up for... but we're lining up because we're landing south. I need to start pronouncing my words, man. I gotta stop and slow down. Here we go. Cran, Kleb, Ethan, Hotkey, to... Okay, and then Patrick and Tail. And then from there, it's a vector. So we fly it ourselves, align ourselves, and then from there is just a glide slope and a glide path down to runway 22. So 216, the minimums. For runway 22 left, 216. This is the altitude by which we decide if we want to go around or not, or continue the landing. We're gonna go ahead and look at weather. Sorry, 215 the course, 1103 the frequency, 1103-215. That'll fix itself. This is so we get tuned into the frequency that'll pick up the glide slap. Because in ILS, what it is, it's a radio signal that gets shot from the runway, and the plane picks it up and follow the glide path all the way down. So basically, you can auto land. This is what planes used to auto land. Stand via aerobic, the Boston altimeter 297.8, the altimeter, which is double check that on here. 2976. We'll trust. Wait, hold on. Alright, we're keeping this altitude for now. We'll take 2976 for now. We'll take the Boston one. And actually, we can go over here and double check. We import this. 2976. Okay, punch it in here. 29.76. The barometric pressure. This is the air pressure. 32 degrees. The temperature. That's hot. Jesus. Celsius to Fahrenheit. That's like 90 degrees. Jeez. This is global warming. Not kidding. This is it's called summer. 210 at 20 the winds, so direction 210 at about 20 knots, so pretty strong headwinds. But since the winds are flying, since we're landing pretty much directly into the wind, it should be all good. That's exactly what you want to do. Alright, no air traffic control coming down into Boston, unfortunately, which is interesting because Boston usually almost always stacked. We're gonna go full reverse. As much auto brake as we can have, and it is dry there right now. Where our gross weight is 157,000 pounds right now. Let's say by landing we'll estimate we're at about 155.8. 155.8. So if we're that much, if we burn about 2,000 pounds of fuel right now for our descent, we're gonna use up about half of the runway. And if we look at the airport info, half of runway 22 left is this one right here. It's nope, is this one. Of course I gotta delete it all now. If we use up about half of it, we're gonna stop. Where are we gonna stop? About half of it. Say we touch down late. We're gonna touch down like right here. And about half of it, we're gonna probably exit either right here at Papa or right here at Charlie, depending on what we do. Probably I'm gonna try to aim for Charlie, but I don't think we're gonna make it, so we're gonna do Papa, and we can just take Papa Echo all the way to our gate, which is like right here, because American Park's very close to the runways. And actually, I probably should have done JetBlue for this flight, because JetBlue is really, really big in Boston. So, okay. This is a hot spot. We gotta watch out. That's right here. Alright, so Papa Echo, cross runway 22 right, and then just Echo all the way down. If we look at the parking spots, where's that at? Parking gates, here we go. We'll pin that and take a look here. I think I was YOLO. Here we go. I think I was looking at Bravo 19 for a gate. I mean, it's pretty much all of Terminal B, like all the way across here, but we'll take Bravo 19 just because it's short, just because it's close. And we are all set, actually. Okay. We're gonna watch this real quick, because this chart is very important. Plane lover, what's up, man? Glad you can join the stream. We're just about to start descending. We're about 19,000. You know what? Kill the music, I'm annoyed. Let's kill that. Here we go. Surprisingly, no lag coming into great Boston. My goodness. Alright. I think I'll be too late coming into Boston. Depends. You should come up and check out this Selfridge Air Force Base air show in Michigan. Where is that? What's it called? Selfridge Air Force Base. Where is that? Oh, it's like Detroit. Ah, okay. Not sure if we're gonna get to Detroit. I think we're gonna be driving around along the west side of Michigan. There we go. I gotta slow the. Oh yeah, okay. I see it now. Mackinac. Okay. Who the frick's been telling me it's Mackinac? Oh, okay. Hold on. So the bridge is Mackinac. The city is Mackinac. Unless you guys pronounce it your own way. Harrison Township, Michigan. Okay, yeah, I found it. It's like north of Detroit. Probably maybe like probably about like an hour north of Detroit or something. Like an hour and a good hour north. Maybe 45 minutes or something. It's kind of like Sterling Heights. Okay, Chesterfield. I know where that is. Okay. Yeah, it's the other side of Michigan. All right. Pushing standard. We're 3076. Very, very low air pressure here in Boston today. Yeah, if I am ever on that side of Michigan, definitely gonna check that out. Thanks for the recommendation. Not sure if that's on the way for this trip. Although we have been wanting to drive to like New York recently, so if we're ever driving by, then definitely stopping by. Alright, Roebuck and Proby, and this is where we're going to be disconnecting off of the other star, because the other one has to go direct for the 4 left and 4 rights. Because again, we're landing south. We're going to pick up the glide slope back on here, the glide path, my bad. And then let's go to 5,000 down at Ethan. Let's watch for any ATC. Oh, yeah, Evan, you're like really far behind. I mean, listen, if you're in New York, it's not that bad. You're not too far away. Although Boston is really, really stacked right now. Actually, surprisingly, most of these planes are departing And once they're out of here, there's going to be only like 2 cargo planes in the cargo place. So aside from that, I think we should be all good. Coming in through here, let's take a look at what we got. I'm going to turn up the sim sounds now. Start bringing them up so we can listen to the beautiful IAE engines. As we're coming down, my new favorite variant. The CFMs were my previous one, but now we're sticking with the IAEs. What city is this? This looks like Foxborough. I don't know why. Actually, hold on. What city is this? Oh, it's Providence. Oh, okay. Why did I say Foxborough? The frick? Where is Foxborough? Foxborough's like halfway, right? Okay, yeah, I was nowhere close to that. No, this is Providence. Okay, this is where oh, hold on. FS Expo was over here. Where's their airport? Because I know they have a really, really cool approach into the bay, into the harbor. Where the airport? Is it like up here or something? Where's their airport? Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. We flew by it. While ago. There it is. Okay. There's Providence. Actually, not a bad city. Providence looks very nice. Fall River, Mass. All right. Here's the glide path that we're back on. 14,000. Oh, okay. Up your right wing. Right? My right wing. Ooh, okay, hold on. It's like right here. Break, it's all cloudy. Okay, right side's all cloudy. Left side's actually really fun. Actually, locally, Providence looks very fun. It looks like a nice little town. Like a sprawling city. We're gonna fly over Middleborough. I know that's a pretty big town. I've been hearing it somewhere. Middleborough and... yeah, that's pretty much it. There's actually an A380 gonna be arriving into Boston. He's gonna, I think he's gonna land a little bit before us, because he is a little more ahead. And again, there's like 3 departures lining up for takeoff right now at Boston, so there shouldn't be a lot of traffic. I just saw speed break or something. Never mind. Never saw it, so it never happened. No cop, no stop on the red light. I'm kidding. I don't run red lights. No, I'm a good boy. Alright, stop. I don't run them red lights nowhere. My friends probably do. I don't. I can't get enough of these views, man. These views are amazing. Alright, Amazon package checkup. Where is it? Amazon.com. Returns and orders. Track package. Still offer delivery. The truck is not near me. It's gonna come like right as I go to work. Of course it's gonna do that. Actually, fairly smooth FPS right now. I'm very, very surprised. It's gonna be Middleborough off to our right. I think. Is it this? It's gonna be that right there. That's Middleborough. Not a lot. Not too. Okay, there's their airport. I think that's what it is. New Bedford is all out over there. You know what? I have not flown into New England ever. This is kind of cool. Where do you work? I work at a little family-owned place called Chickies Italian Beef. Not chicken, Chickies. I don't know. Oh, hold on. So the original owner's name was Chuck, and everybody just called him Chicky. I don't know. It's a little family-owned place called Chickies Italian Beef. out in the suburbs in Chicago. Very nice place. Very friendly, food's a little expensive, but it tastes very good. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Portillo's before. That's like classic Chicago food, Portillo's. There's 10,000 feet almost. We're gonna go ahead and pop the lights on as soon as we get there. And Boston's gonna be off to our right. Let's look at these clouds, by the way. These volumetric clouds. Ooh, ultra setting clouds. I usually only work Thursday nights from 4 to 9 and Saturdays from 4 to 9. But if they ever need someone else, like, to have their shift covered, like, for example, I have 2 people right now that are in Mexico, and pretty much everyone's traveling over the summer. So they've been needing a lot more people. So I'm taking today from 4 to 9, tomorrow 4 to 9, Saturday 4 to 9, and also Monday 4 to 9. So, like, 4 out of the last 5 days. I've done that before. I've worked 4 days before in a single week. Our actual like week lasts from like the week where payroll gets counted is from Thursday, that's at the beginning of the new week, all the way to Wednesday, and paydays are every single Friday. Oh, and also this isn't like a, and also this is like a, this is a cash job, so I get pure cash, no payroll. This is just straight cash from my wallet. What do you do there? So there's 3 positions that I can work. I could either do the drive-through, which is taking orders and, you know, giving them out, charging people. I could work the front, which is the same thing as drive-through, except people come in. Or I could do expediting, which is just packaging up the food. Here's 10,000 feet, lights come on. So I've been doing the front for the past 6 straight times that I've been there for like 3 weeks. And I like it there because it's not as hot, because you can feel all the fans from the actual place. And drive-through, I don't know, I've been doing I'm originally supposed to be doing drive-through there. But again, everybody, if you're doing drive-through, the front is not that different. The only thing is you ask for their name, and that's pretty much it. And then expediting, I've done like part of it before, but I haven't done a full day of packaging food. Because again, if during like rush hour, like 7, 6 o'clock, when you have like a bunch of like big families ordering stuff, and they get like 5 or 6 tickets up there, and the chefs are bringing you food, you kind of got to track everything. And I don't know how good I'm going to be at that right now. So, like, if nobody's, like, packaging up the food, I'll go package it up, whatever is there. And it's a little harder because some food goes below others. So it's kind of like a tier list. Like, fries, for example, go on the bottom if they're the only thing there. But since they soak through the bag, you would put them towards the top if there's anything below. So, like, hamburgers and hot dogs always go near the top, and like onion rings or mozzarella sticks, whatever. And like Italian beef or like combos, like sausage sandwiches, anything that leaks, the gravy breads, you would have to wrap them up in a bag before you put them, and they would go on the very, very bottom. So yeah, and then pizzas and salads would also go on the very bottom. We put them in like little cartons. Those aren't too hard to get, but yeah, I just gotta figure out how to like keep track of everything. Because again, sometimes you have like 5 tickets up here. Food you're trying to fill up the first tray, then they start giving you food for all the other ones. For like the very newest one, because it's easy to make. And then all of a sudden you get food for different orders, and you gotta kind of figure everything out. And the space is limited because the shit desk is only about this big. So I have so many spots for so many trays and so many bags. So it can get a little stressful, but it's not bad at all. I believe that's Boston right there. It's fun. It's all fun. And again, the food's really, really good. It's kind of like Portillo's, kind of like a Portillo's spin-off, but a little more expensive. And actually, the only thing that I will give our place is that our Italian sausages taste so much better than Portillo's. So well seasoned. The Italian beef is the same everywhere. And again, if you're ever in Chicago, you got to stop by Portillo's and get an Italian beef. Or forget the Chicago hot dog with no ketchup on it. Forget the Maxwell Polish. Forget the deep dish pizza, although do get that though. Get an Italian beef. That's like classic Chicago. That's like me coming to Detroit and you forcing me to try Detroit style pizza. Or what do you guys have for Detroit there? What is Detroit known food? What are you guys known for? Coney dogs, Detroit style pizza. So, okay. Coney dogs and pizza. Okay. Oh, and also particularly shawarmas for like the Middle Eastern food. Interesting. Okay. I think I've been to... There we go. Cabin is ready. Captain, the cabin house is clear for landing. Thank you. Gotta go back over here. Hold on. Receive messages. Alright, we're all set over here. We're gonna keep checking this. Refreshing this METAR. Make sure it's 29976. Our weight is 156.8. Okay, we should be good then. Let's go like 155 point. Yeah, you know, keep it, whatever it was. They do Italian beef sandos. Not sure what sandos is. Hold on. Sandwiches. It's like, so it's like wet Italian beef and its own juice, and they plop it on top of bread. You can also have it like with peppers or with cheese on it. I personally like my mozzarella cheese. And also what they can do is they can like dip it into like the Italian beef juice. The whole point of an Italian beef is for it to fall apart when you grab it. So yeah, if you're ever in Chicago, get an Italian beef. Oh, Coney Island. No, I have no, I'm talking about Coney dog. Coney dogs. That's what apparently I've been made aware that you guys are famous for that. For Coney dogs. Like a hot dog. Yeah, so Detroit deep dish pizza. I think we have them in Costco. Greek food. Oh, I absolutely love Greek food. Lamb tastes really, really well. I really like them. Lebanese food. Yeah, a lot of Middle Eastern. A lot of Middle Eastern stuff. Yeah, we're approaching Boston. This is gonna be, we're gonna be turning downwind right now, although we actually pass downwind a lot. There's a few planes departing in this vicinity. There's an A380 actually landing over there. An Airbus A380, the full double-decker, coming in from London. And aside from him, we're gonna be the only traffic there actually. And of course, we got Evan Air, Mr. Nave coming in. He's right now over. He already started to descend. He's over New York right now. Oh, no, actually, no, he's over Connecticut. That's a long ass approach. The meat is really tender with Lebanese food. Yeah, I can only imagine. This is Salem, Massachusetts, right in front of us. Yeah, we're at 5,000. We can actually go down to. Well, no, we can't go. We can't really start decreasing our speed because this is all restrictions. So we'll go down to 4,000 as soon as we feel like it. As soon as we're allowed to. So we'll fly up to Tally, and then what's the course again for the runway? So the actual runway heading for our runway 22 left is what frequency is everybody on? Making sure. Oh my gosh, bro. Okay, everyone's on Unicom 122.8 the frequency. Okay, so the course is 215. So we're gonna go ahead and radar ourselves in. Salem is north, almost in New Hampshire. Yeah, this is it right here. Salem, Massachusetts. It's still Massachusetts, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Actually, no, hold on. This is Marblehead. Salem is that over there. Actually, hold on. Is this where the Salem witch trials happen? Is that Salem? Because I know there's also like. I also know there's Salem, Oregon. Yeah, thanks. Alright, we're going to auto brake medium on here. We're gonna, don't even worry about that. Rain can come off over there. Actually, I'll keep it on just for now. Speed is finally coming down. 30 minutes for Mr. Evan Air coming down. There's a right turn for the downwind, runway 22 left. There's Boston right over there. Yeah, Salem, okay, yeah, I thought that was the same town. Alright, so right after Tally, we're going to vector ourselves. This is very important. To Noli with a radial in of 215. This is going to be very important with that radial in. I think that's how you do it. The frick? Okay. I don't know why the speed's dropping. We're going to go ahead and drop flaps 1. Because this speed is doing its own thing. So flaps 1 coming out. Flying downwind. And as soon as we leave tail, soon as we cross it in 4 miles in just about maybe 15 seconds or so, we're gonna go ahead and radial ourselves. I think it's in. I hope it's in. Radial in, direct Sinoli. 215 the radial in. That just doesn't even work. Okay. I can't hear anything anyone's saying. Alright, we're gonna go down to 4,000. That's correct. At Nolly, we're gonna go ahead and pop this on. Alright, glide slope's coming up here. I really see it here. 1 mile to, 2 miles to go. I can't with these dudes. They're amazing. Alright, there's Tally. We're gonna go ahead and direct to Nolly with the radial in of 215. And click insert. Yellow. Was that was the wrong thing. Hold on. Nolly. Yes. 215. That's not the correct way. Direct the Nolly 215. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go flaps 2. Okay, so it's a radial out. Got it. Alright, we're gonna keep speed at 180 for now. Until we get on the glide slope. Until we intercept the glide path. Okay, so what basically what I was looking for is I want a very good intercept. I just want very good intercepts. And what I was looking for, I love Chicago style pizza. It's so satisfying feeling. Dude, Chicago style pizza is the best pizza ever. You're never gonna agree with me. You're never gonna change my mind about that. I gotta stop talking. I like it better than Detroit. That's interesting, actually. I've never heard of a Detroit person, of a Michigan guy rejects his own type. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm not trying to shame you. Welcome to the Chicago fam, man. Yeah, you are now an official Bear super fan. Da Bears, like I am. Gotta start eating Maxwell Street Polishes. Gotta start eating Italian beef, Italian sausage. I said sausage correctly. Here we go. 4,000. Actually, we're gonna go down to 3,000 just to be safe. Don't know where that glide slope is gonna appear. Here we are on that localizer now. Okay, so what I was looking for, this is why I wanted that radial to be absolutely perfect, because I absolutely love when someone's turn from downwind to base is an absolute circle like this. This is exactly what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. I absolutely love when that happens. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and open up our flight recorder so we get to rewatch the landing. We're a little too far out for that ILS right now. Oh no, here it is. Here's the glide slope. And as soon as that comes alive, here we go. We're gonna go approach mode. Glide slope and localizer are armed and captured. Beautiful. We are on the glide slope. There's Boston. Number 22 left coming up right there. Downtown Boston. I'm not doing that. Sorry. Might break the 10-game win streak. Red Sox play Cubs Friday. Oh, is it in Chicago too? Oh, you know what? I actually have noticed. I didn't even realize there wasn't a lot of baseball recently because of the All-Star games. What is it? Ah, yes. I see. Red Sox at Cubs. What do you guys in like a 10-game win streak? Is that what it is? Okay, Loki, I gotta root for my Cubs here. You know, call us the World Series champions over. I'm kidding, no, I'm kidding. Listen, this year looks exactly like 2016. It looks like a magical run. But I'm not saying anything yet because I've learned not to celebrate or taunt too early. Like, even at hockey games, I don't even start trash talking until we're up 4-1. Bears are terrible. Detroit Lions will win the Super Bowl this season, which should have been the last 2 seasons I've been showing. Alright, okay, I expected this, alright. Yeah, okay, this I get, definitely. So yeah, Lions don't know what happened against the Commanders there. Really, I believe me, I also wanted the Lions to win those past 2 years. 49ers. My brother's a 49ers fan. He's actually listening right now. 49ers suck. Lions should have had the Super Bowl. Okay, no, he's playing something. But okay, Bears, I'm optimistic, okay? I'm optimistic this will be a better year than last year because we finally got, you know, the offensive line fixed. And let's... I can't be excited because we do this every single year. We hype ourselves up and nothing happens. We're going to go... What are we at? About 9 miles out. Again, we're going to keep the speed up. I think we might have dropped flaps a little bit too early. Oh man, these views are insane. It's a lot of rain over there. That's a whole lot of rain. Wow, it's like, oh my gosh, it's raining buckets over there. Packers are playing good baseball well. Dude, Detroit is like looking up right now. Except hockey, which... Okay, look, you guys came close to making the playoff spot. I low-key was rooting for the Red Wings to make the playoffs.
2,500.
And that's only because I low-key like your new goal horn. I did enjoy the old one before. And because you guys have Patrick Kane, because you guys keep stealing all of the Blackhawks players. That's the only reason why I was rooting for the Red Wings. Red Sox playing well baseball. Cubs are also playing amazing baseball right now. I don't know if we're gonna win the NL. I think that might go to either the Dodgers or the I think we can probably overtake the Astros. We're gonna go manage speed flap 3 and gear down. 2,000 feet. Light tendencies for landing. I think we might pass the Astros, but I'm not sure if we can pass the Dodgers because I am scared of the Dodgers. Although, hold on. I was watching our series against them when we were in Florida back in April, and we did a very good job with them. We took care of them really well. We're going to go ahead and arm those spoilers, and we're going to bring the flaps all the way down to full. Flaps full. Beautiful, typical Lions. For last season, we were... Dude, I don't know, man. Listen, the Lions might be one of the most chokiest teams ever. And again, I only wish for them to have a Super Bowl. I really want Jared Goff to finally have I want Detroit to finally have one. But it's... Dan Campbell. Okay, no, listen. So Dan Campbell, I think the only reason you guys got as far as you guys did is because of Dan Campbell. Okay? I think he was making the good calls with the 5th down, except the 49ers game. Don't know why he went for that 4-1 instead of the field goal. That's the only thing. Dead Wings, alright, chill out, man. I only like you guys because you guys have Patrick Kane. Don't make me hate you guys because of you. Alright, we're gonna go, alright, flaps full, gear down. Go around altitude is 3,000, just straight out heading 219. 219. Cabin is ready, TCAS alert.
1,000.
Flaps full, 1,000 feet. We're gonna go ahead and start the recording. Everybody, let's have a good landing. I think something happened when I put a gamma trim. My sim looks like trash. Yeah, that happens every now and then. Alright. Let's fly here in ourselves. Turn that off. Turn that off. Alright. Let's have a good landing, okay? Autopilot. We're gonna keep that glide slope. And these winds, the winds change a little bit. Auto throttle is going to stay on because there's just no way I'm going to control the throttle and the altitude right now. 500, a little low. Let's get back on that glide slope and back down we go. I think we're a little higher and a little to the right right now. Yeah, we're a little high right now. Get back down. Boston traffic, American 885, landing runway 22 left right now. Why did I say right now? Why did I say that? Hold on, my bad. These winds are knocking us around.
200. Minimum.
Here we go. Continue. Past minimums. We gotta land this. Although, hold on. We can always go around.
100.
100 feet. Stable?
Light slow.
Shut up.
40, 30, 20.
Early
retard,
flare.
Retard.
Retard. Come on, retard and
20, retard.
float it again.
10, 5.
That was so bad. Reverses. Spoilers. That was horrible. Oh my gosh, man. We'll make it, but I could have done so much better on that. I'm gonna go ahead and exit right here. Actually, reversers and spoilers. That was so bad. Oh my gosh, man. We floated it, but at least it was an okay landing. Like a. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. Oh wow. American 885 clear, runway 22 left. Lights come off. Taxi lights stay on. Strobes come off for now. We said taxi was gonna be just straight in. That was a stupid call by not taking the field goal, and we could have put us up by 3 points in the period. Yeah, man. That was so definitely rigged. Believe me, I was rooting for the Lions just as much as everybody in the world. Hey, but the only thing is, at least the Chiefs did not win the Super Bowl this year. At least the Chiefs did not win. I'm not sure how much it is better for Philadelphia to win it, but it's not Kansas City, okay? That's the only thing I'm happy about. We can go ahead and bring our flaps up. Oh, jeez. Alright, here comes the lag. Alright, so we're staying in this view for now. Timer is paused. We're going to go ahead. Oh, short of this for a second. Although, nobody on the runway, so we're going to go ahead and cross. American 885 crossing runway 22, right? Keep the lights on for a second. And then from there, we'll just. There's a lag. What I was afraid of. Downtown Boston up there in the distance. We're going to be careful with the camera movements now. Lights come off. And American 885 clear runway 22, right? Let's take Bravo 19 is what I said. Bravo is 19 available. Jeez, this is laggy. Bravo 19, let's take that. Nope, I know exactly where that is. One of these over here. One of us. Here we go. Go ahead, turn the taxi lights off. Flaps are coming up. That's going to be this gate right here. Lower down. Turn in here. That was very well detailed. Terminal building. Whoa. Holy overspill. Oversphere. What did I just say? Alright, let's park her straight and slow. Straight and slow. Hello. There we go. Nice and slow. Alright, keep her going. Keep her going. Come on. Keep her going. Get her nice and straight. Nice and straight. Nice and straight. Come on, you can do it. Boop. Oh, what a beauty. We'll take that. I did not start the freaking APU. Of course I did not. Start that APU. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the electric pump and shut down engine 1. Just so we can have the APU fire up. And we'll wait for it to fire up right here. Yes, screw the Mahomes and KC. That's the only thing I agree with, bro. Although Detroit and Kansas City would have been such a fire Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm sure everybody loves this sound. Yeah, when you sit in a penalty box for an hour. I have PTSD from the sound. 2 of my most recent Spirit flights, we've arrived like an hour early for some apparent reason, and we have to sit like this for 45 minutes. With this stupid sound playing. We're gonna go ahead and not for the clock yet. APU is almost there, almost ready. Flap is open. We're what, 57%? We're gonna go ahead and turn all this stuff off just so we don't freaking send ionizing radiation into the terminals. You guys are on standby. We can go ahead and pop all of these off. APU is up and running. APU bleed comes on. Seat belts come off. Shutting down engine number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. At last. At long last. You know what? I did not stop recording, so... Here we go. Okay. Ah, yes. Alright. Lag is doing a little better. We can go ahead and pop off the beacon lights and stop this clock. Alright. Officially, welcome to Boston. Alright, there's Air France. Very, very good terminal buildings though. Well, okay, it's probably realistic though. I'm gonna go ahead and place our camera right over here. That's the plane. My apologies for the loud sound. Turning those sim sounds down. Where is Mr. Evan Air? He is just about to turn base. We're gonna wait for the deplaning to happen. And okay, so time. So hour 49 in the air. We were supposed to be hour 40. So about 9 minutes late air time, but we did make up for it because 2 hours 5 minutes was gate to gate time. We were supposed to be 2 hours 8 minutes. So we're either 3 minutes early or on time, depending on how you look at it. Stop both of those clocks. We can go ahead and come off of mode Charlie on the transponder. We got an arrival message here. Hello, here we go. Yeah, it would have been a great game. We're gonna pop everything else here off because we don't need that anymore. Don't need any of the charts. We are deplaning safely. Let's go ahead and see what our landing rate was, because I am genuinely interested to see how well we landed. Let's take a look. Oh, and would you look at that? Freaking Boston approach hops on right about now. Right as we freaking land, huh? Alright, let's go ahead and end it. What did we have? We had a negative 300. I mean, okay. Look, if you look at the runway, we touched down like already halfway through it. It was a flow. Hold on, actually. I can go 3D mode. Take a look. So, okay, so starting all, let's go all the way back to freaking Charlotte. Let's do that. Spooky, spooky storms. Alright, so back out of here. Good departure, amazing departure actually, might I say. You know, good cruise, good climb. We're a little laggy over here, coming over Raleigh and sort of DC, and right over Philadelphia it stopped being laggy. You know, actually over New York it was also not laggy at all. Coming into here, Mr. Nave is right over here right now, so he's just about to fly in here. And then if we look closely at here, I think I said we didn't bounce, but we like floated it really, really badly. So right over here, yeah, we floated a little too early, floated it, and touched down right here. Okay. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. All right, but negative 300, it's all right. Negative, sorry, 1.05 on the G-force. We actually landed at 119 knots. Okay. We got that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close up Volante. We don't need that anymore. We're gonna wait for all of this to deplane, and then we're gonna go ahead and go with our and then we're gonna go ahead with our replay. And where are you right now, Evan? Still probably a good like 10 minutes away from landing. Well, if you can make it by the time that we do this thing, by the time the passengers are done deboarding, then you've earned your nickel for today. I'm kidding. I didn't say that. I never said that. Okay, I looked want to do something. Ah, yes. So this is one of these airports. Very nice. I approve. I like this. Is there anything over here? No. Oh, okay, okay. Can't really see through here, but okay. Okay. Either way, good approach so far. It was a nice landing. Actually, airport looks amazing. That's some glitchy. That's a whole lot of glitchy. Let's take it out here. Take this camera away from here. There's an Egypt Air that just landed. We're gonna stay in here while we're planning. Okay, so lag's gone a little bit. So I'm not gonna close up yet. I'm gonna watch Evan Airland. Actually, hold on. Was the ATC thing a fluke? Oh no, okay. Boston Approach is actually online. 133.0. We can go ahead and hop on that right now. 133.0.
American 1422, fly for the heading vectors to final.
Evan, I'm pretty sure that was you.
The last call for 1422.
American 1422, fly present heading vectors to final.
Presenting vectors final 1422.
22? Okay, it is 1422. How long have they been online for? Because I don't want to, like... They've been online for 13 minutes. Oh, man, we kind of landed without them. Although, actually, hold on. When was our arrival time? 42, 50. Yeah, I think we might have actually... No, hold on. We were taxiing with them online. Although they might have been actually setting up, so I don't know. So we'll see. Do you think in the event of an emergency and both pilots passed out or something, could you take over a real aircraft and land it? Me, 100%. 100%. If they don't lock their iPads and I have access to charts.
American 1422, reduce speed 190.
190, 1422.
That's Evan Air flying in. If yeah. So again, in situations where both pilots passed out, it has never happened in the 100+ years of aviation. Never has it once happened. But in case it does, as long as they leave their iPads unlocked and I have access to charts. Actually, no, not even that. If anything, there's actually like situations where that happens where you can like contact tower and say I'm a passenger flying, and they'll actually tell you how to fly it. But since I'm a lot more advanced than a regular passenger, I would probably be able to, yeah, because I've flown almost everywhere. I would imagine I would know my way around, you know, a place without charts. And if anything, I have them on my phone, so I don't really need to have their iPad unlocked. But yeah, realistically, I would.
Approach, Egypt Air 670. We completely missed Lima. Is there any chance we could just pull in here? Like any parking here?
American 1422, turn left heading 250, John.
That's 1422.
And Egypt Air 678 heavy, I could really care less where you're parked. If you want to park there, that's where the general aviation
And obviously, I would imagine everybody else would be scared if I do take over a plane, right? I'll say like, guys, I have 300 hours of experience in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be kind of concerning
That's approved as requested.
for everybody.
They're crossover and then on to Lima to the international terminal. Sorry about that.
No worries. American 1422, 3 miles from Wayne.
I'd say yeah.
Until established crude ILS runway 22 left approach.
And again, it would have to be somewhere in the U.S. Like
2000 till established, cleared ILS 22 left approach, American 1422.
the only place I actually really fly, like in real life, is like Fort Lauderdale and Cancun, and I've flown into there hundreds of times in sim, so I'd definitely be able to. Fort Myers and Fort Lauderdale, and Tampa, that's mainly where I fly, so yeah, 100% I'd be able to.
American 1422.
Although I'm not sure how real, like, physical controls of an aircraft would feel. Because again, with this thing... Actually, hold on. There we go. Because with this, right? Like, one little tug actually does something. What? Again, one little tug, you know, does, like, a lot of things, right? Like, little adjustments do quite a lot here, so... Especially with the rudder pedals, I would be more confused with that. But, like, again, aside from any, like, real controls, I would probably be able to. Not trying to brag whatsoever. Okay, we're all done deplaning here. We're ready for... We're all ready for, what's it called? For the replay. We're just waiting for Evan to land. He's about 5, maybe 10 miles out, I think. He was on the ground in about 5 minutes or so. But I know where all those thousands of little buttons and switches. So, believe it or not, it's not as hard as it looks. Like, up here, the only things you really touch when you're in flight is the lights. That's really all you ever touch. And maybe the anti-ice. That's pretty much it. Like, okay, again, everything's labeled. So, this is all electrical. You only really touch this, like, in the beginning, right, to turn on battery 1 and 2. This is your GPS. You just put them from off to nav at the beginning of the flight, and that's it. Over here, this is all debugging stuff. You don't touch this at all, except crew oxygen supply. You turn it on, and this is flight attendant calls. Got all your lights here. That's pretty much it. All your air conditioning is over here. Again, you don't touch this really at all. Would I be nervous to tell them? Obviously, yeah. I think anybody would be nervous. I think even if I'm like even if I'm like in like a real certified pilot, right? My first ever flight as an airline pilot, I'd still be freaking nervous, even though like I know exactly what I'm doing by that airline's books, you know. And again, everything here. This is like all fuel, right? This is all fuel. This is all test. You don't even need to touch this in case of an emergency. This is for like fire extinguishers. And again, fuel, electricals. Airflow like AC, and then lighting. Lights, the only things that you actually touch, and that's really it. And then on the ground, and then down here, I mean, I think you've pretty much seen me use this radio panel, weather panel, transponder panel. Believe me, it's not as hard as it makes it seem. And then the autopilot, like the autopilot panel is like the only thing that might actually look a lot menacing. Again, scrolling up, scrolling down with altitude, speed, heading, autopilot 1, auto throttle, and then just arming your approach. That's really it. Like, it's not that bad. Alright, it's about 5 miles out. We're gonna go ahead and set up our camera to take a look at him. There he is. It's getting really dark over there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's getting really dark over there in Boston. Alright, let's take a look. Would any person, like, would any regular passenger, like an average, like, middle-aged man flying on a business trip, be able to land an airplane? I think absolutely not. Like, if you don't know your way around a cockpit, you're not going to be able to do it at all. If you know your way around everything, then yes. Not because I have flight sim experience, but because I know my way around a cockpit and how everything works. I think that's what attributes to my confidence. But you're confident you could land a plane. Yes, 100% I'm confident I would be able to. Not smoothly, but get everybody down on the ground safely without injuries, yes. And I would imagine I'd get a lot of claps as well as I get down on the ground. Alright, let's lay that landing, Evan. Oh, hold on. Do like that. Ooh, a kisser and a floater. Oh wow. Almost kissed it there, man. I was so close to being a kisser. Here, Evan, I just took a screenshot. I'm gonna put that in the slideshow, so if you ever tune in and see that there's a plane there in the background, that's gonna be you. Alright, we're gonna disconnect off of VATSIM and get that replay started. We're gonna go ahead and go panel states, ready. Activate that, flap full. We're gonna arm the speed brakes. Put it on medium. Hello. Put that on. Oh no, hold on. On. Lights are all on. And let's go watch the replay. That would be awesome. Dude, honestly, like, I kind of, every single time I fly, I wish something bad happens to the pilot, so I'm the one who lands the plane. But also, I don't want to be the guy, like, if I get later asked, like, what were you, like, okay, break the door. And then, like, I don't want to be, like, later, like, asked, like, what was going through your mind, what goes through your mind every single time like you board a plane? I don't want to be the one who say, like, I hope the pilots always have an emergency where I'm the one who has to land. No, I'm not going to be like that kind of person. But low-key, I do want every single time that I fly for something to happen, because I want to be the one to land a plane. Prematurely, you know? I don't know if that's a bad thing to say. Is landing or takeoff harder? Definitely landing. Because, I mean, you see me, I swerve back and right, the winds throw you around. Takeoff's a lot easier. A lot more bad things happen during takeoff, but... Actually, I don't even know if that's true. But I would definitely say that, that landing's a lot harder. Alright, so here's... Actually, we're gonna go this view first. I'm gonna view from over here. Yeah, see that? Horrible float. Absolutely horrible float. And then an absolute slammer. Alright, hold on. Let's bring it back a little bit. Bring it back. Right there. Ups are full. We're gonna go ahead, arm them back up again. Put that on. Let's watch it from this side this time. Here goes. Watch this. Yeah, see, a lot of floaters, and then finally, a final slam down. Oscar, what's up, man? You just made it for the replays. Just made it for the replays. Lay it back. Right back here. Put that back in here. Rearm that. I'm gonna go over to the wing views. We're gonna start off with this one right here. With the back ones, with the very back ones. Start off with this one. Yeah, here's that horror. I don't even know why I freaking flared. I probably should have actually went around. I think a go around would have been a lot better than just floating it. And then finally the slam down. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It was a 300. We got her down the plane. We got her down on the ground. So it is what it is. Bring it back. We're gonna watch it from a different view this time. Hello. There we go.
Don't sink.
I'm gonna do it from over here this time. Right here. Because this view is very nice. So it looked completely fine up until like a whoop. Yeah, like right there. And then again, another one. And then finally just come crashing back down. Yeah. Enjoy your flight, bud. Have a great day. Thanks so much for being here, man. We'll see you guys. We'll see you next time. And that landing could have done a little work on it, but it's fine. It's whatever it is. Alright, I gotta go. So we're gonna do one more time. We're gonna bring it all the way back here. And finally end it for today. I know it's a bit of a shorter one on replays. But again, I just say I have to go somewhere, so we're gonna view from over here. So thank everybody for joining, whoever it was, JP7. Thanks for flying along, man. Good landing. Obviously no one's gonna have a perfect landing, but neither did I. So next time I'm gonna try to do Monday, maybe Monday stream or Sunday, depends on what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Again, I'm out of time next week, so maybe I can do Friday. And until it's gonna be Airbus one more time. But until then, I'd like to see everybody next time, whenever it may be. Again, either Monday or Sunday or something like that. And then we got that one Jacksonville to Denver flight, and then we can do Minneapolis to Detroit. We'll try to find a way to do that. Anyways, up until next time, see ya!
Let's go.